I'm an artist, but I'm also moving into campaigning. What I realised is, it's not about you, it's about the message and what you're going to bring across.
Over the last few years, Cardboard Citizens has been on a bit of a journey, exploring and finding out a bit more about how our work specifically can affect social change.
We have become more visibly engaged in campaigning and having very, very concrete outcomes from that.
The event that we had today was to bring two sides together, the artists who might be interested in more social change and campaigners that want to think a little bit more creatively about how they campaign to engage hearts and minds.
I think it was a fantastic event. It was hugely inspiring, and I saw so many things today that have put so many ideas and thoughts into my head.
Art is important to social change.
Artists have huge potential to be able to create the world around them.
The campaign that we collectively came up with is called Cracks Behind the Mask, and it's lifting the lid on unseen mental health within the LGBT community. It's basically about taking an idea forward when you don't really know what it looks like and testing it out and seeing where it lands, who it appeals to, who the audience is.
I thought the day was really interesting. It was packed, right? It was packed with so many examples, skills, ideas.
And I had a great time meeting different people.
Constructive, insightful and necessary.
How, as a community, can we solve these problems?
When you're asking someone to tell their story, how do you kind of really look after that responsibly?
We get them to talk about their lives as opposed to the issue at the beginning.
The subject of suicide is becoming more and more destigmatised, and we thought actually the government, if they see that journey and that trajectory, it's something that potentially they can get behind and act on.
Think about your audience. What kind of messages? Can you try and come up with some great message?
We set about with our 3 weeks in trying to maximise the impact both in terms of voter registration, particularly of young people. Research has been done which showed that we actually affected the votes of 2.1 million people. And we engaged and swayed the votes of 25% of people who described themselves as fans of GRIME.
Suddenly, every bank, government and company involved in these mortgages will face redundancy. They were all billions of pounds in the minus. And they called it the global financial crisis.
I think this is the first time that I've actually realised the importance of art in activism and social change.
Art encourages people to question things. Art encourages people to engage their brain and look at issues in a different way.
It provokes new ideas, and with those new ideas, new projects will be born.
So we hope that this is just the beginning of a further exploration of how artists and campaigners can work together.
So that we can make the best of our respective skills and knowledge and resources and make more change happen more quickly.